Oh, okay. Steve, why do you look different? Oh my. Okay. Like something looks so profoundly different, and I just cannot distinguish what it is. You look a lot younger. Like it just. I feel like it took like 10, 15 years. Not that you looked old, but like you just look a lot younger. Jeez. Hey, were we? No. B7, just. You just saved us like this probably saves a significant amount of money per year. Yeah, it's easier. Sean. So I was like, he looks really young now. Like, this is what he looks like 15 years younger. What?
Good morning, everyone. Let's stand and let's join Ryan Biter in "Lean on Me."
All right. Did you? Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I thought you muted me for a second. Can you bring that mic back up a little bit there, Sean? The volume of the mic just a little bit. In the monitor, if you could do that. Start real low this morning. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. A little more from you guys. And I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Let's do, you guys know the call me brother part? Ready? Let's do that. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Chorus, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Let's do that chorus, just you all. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lean on me. A little louder. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Say good morning to each other.
Good morning.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You can, Michael. You want to hit the gong? No.
Welcome to Unity of Flagstaff. where here all are welcome. And if you're visiting for the first time, please drop your blue info card in the basket. We'd love to keep in touch with you, take you out to coffee, get to know you, and hear your thoughts and experiences. So I have something humorous to start off today with. This comes out of a fortune cookie, and this is exactly how it came out. So about a quarter of it's torn off, but what it's supposed to say is your sense of humor is appreciated in all situations. But half of it's cut off, so it's funny. All right. We're here to support you in affirmative prayer. You can ask a prayer partner in the room. If you're in the room, please raise your hand, prayer partners. They'll be available after the service here at the Serenity Room. You can call 1-800-NOW-PRAY for 24/7 prayer service. We also have a prayer box by the door. Michael, if you please.
Right over here.
Yeah, you can contact us here at the center at 928-526-8893. And now it's my privilege to welcome up for opening prayer Mr. Steve Huffman. He's one of our musicians. He's our prayer partner and a friend. Come on up, Steve.
Thank you. And Ryan didn't recognize me this morning because I shaved my mustache
He's
off.
been demustached. I think he's unrecognizable.
Yes. So, if you would like, feel free to join me in prayer and close your eyes if it's comfortable for you. So let's know together that there is one life, one God, one infinite being that joins us all together. And we open ourselves to having a deeper understanding, a deeper experience of that presence in our lives and in the lives of each other and those beyond this room. So I know that it's good, and so it is. Okay, so if anyone would like to share either a gratitude or a prayer request, we have a microphone that Marilyn has with her, and feel free to share that.
I have a gratitude. I was talking about a couple of weeks ago about, the post-COVID stuff, and I'm getting stronger. So,
Good. Michael.
As of last Sunday, I became a real live grandfather.
All right.
My daughter's 39 years old. It's about time, but I'm a grandfather now.
All right, so we celebrate with that.
I want to thank my mother because she's kind of here in a way. See this around my neck? After she retired, this was in Santa Barbara, she had it Carol and I, we used to go out and visit her pretty often, and she always had a little shop around the corner behind her house where she found beautiful, beautiful stones and shaped them and polished them. And I have a lot of these. Thank you, Mama.
All right. All right. We're thankful for your mom, too, because you're here. Anyone else? I'm going to just sort of repeat this one, which I shared with our prayer group. I had, a couple weeks ago, I had kind of this sore throat and cough that didn't seem to want to go away. And I was resisting putting myself on the prayer list. I finally did last Wednesday, and it was amazing. I mean, it cleared up just that day. by the end of the day, didn't have a cough anymore, sore throat went away. So I appreciate the support of our prayer group and just an example that it really works.
And Steve, as we all say to other people, putting yourself on the prayer list is the big thing. In other words, you're doing the healing.
Yeah. Okay, Bob.
It's nice to be back after not being here for 3 weeks, but I am hoping that the remaining part of my sister-in-law's life will be as peaceful and transitory as it can be. She has stage 4 pancreatic cancer and is not expected to live longer than 6 months at the most.
Okay, and what's your sister's name, Bob?
Gene.
Jean, okay. So I'm knowing for Jean that her remaining time that she has is peaceful and transforming and affirming peace and love for you, for your sister. So it is. Anyone else like to share? Sandra.
I just would like to express my gratitude. I'm not going to be here next weekend, but I get the opportunity of going on a healing, transformative weekend, and not only do I get to go, but both of my children get to go, and it's the first time we've ever had an opportunity, and that was made possible by one of our Unity members that's late as normal, but I'm just so grateful for all of the things that Unity has brought into my life. So I'm just expressing that today.
Okay, we'll join you in that gratefulness. Okay, I think I have something I'm supposed to read here at the end of this. So we collectively affirm with you and those you pray with and celebrate with that the presence of God is in all things and it is the one power. We know with you that God, the universe, spirit, whatever you call it, knows the details and makes it happen. We are grateful for the power of prayer and the good news spoken, and so it is, and so we let it be.
Thank you, Steve. All right, now it's also my pleasure to welcome up Miss Sandra McFarland to be today's PA. She's our open mic night host. She's our local artist, fundraiser, and our friend. Come on up.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. No, I don't need to stand. I'm good. We're starting with the principles, correct? All right. Principle unity number 2, which is human beings are divine at their core and therefore inherently good, which is the short version. I am divine. All right. Thank you. All right. Inspired moment. Ooh. Okay. Whew. Well, I have changed what I was going to say to you all up until about 15 minutes ago. And that's pretty common in my head. If you could screw off the top of my head and look inside, you'd both be curious and terrified. But the first time I ever stood in this room was about 8 years ago, and it was in the evening, and it was a recovery group. And I was struggling with my own sobriety. I was struggling with my own divinity. And I was struggling with what the illusion of what I thought was control. And all I knew was that I had none of it, and my life was spinning out of control. About 6 years ago, I had been trying to get sober for about 2 years, and 98% of the time, I lived a very sober, clean, 12-step life. I was very proud of myself, except for that darn sponsor who kept reminding me, you still haven't surrendered. And I would just have all sorts of vocabulary words slinging at her in my head and think, you don't know what you're talking about. I surrendered. I could show you on the calendar where it is. It's right there. And then every time that my mother would have a stroke, my father would have a heart attack, my family would just create chaos, I would wonder why I'd find myself at the bottom of a bottle on Friday night and then back in a meeting Monday morning going, I don't know what happened. And she'd just remind me, honey, you still haven't surrendered. To which I had lots of different comebacks to that, most of them inside because I didn't want her to kick me out as a sponsee. However, it took me a long time to realize she was right because I didn't know what surrender was. I thought surrender was, okay, I'll decide to follow your directions. I'm making the choice to go your way. And the universe had to take everything from me, my home, my life, my children who were getting ready to move out and didn't want to have anything to do with the drunk mom. And everything that I knew and identified was now gone. And I had nothing. And it was at that point that I finally was willing to submit because I had no other option, no other idea, no other, oh, maybe this will work. I had nothing. And I laid on a floor surrounded by women saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I truly meant it. There was nothing I had. I was ready to drink myself to death because I couldn't face what I thought my future was going to become. And I was making a choice. And then the divine kept stepping in. At the times where I thought I was most in control, whatever you want to call it, my higher power would knock me to the floor over and over again, trying to teach me I am not in charge here. When I finally was forced to surrender because I had no other way, everything I knew changed. Everything that I thought was impossible started to unfold in front of me. And I wasn't trying, I wasn't orchestrating it, I wasn't making it happen. In fact, I didn't have the strength to even get out of bed and shower and get myself independently. I had to call someone to make sure that all those things had happened. I was a mess. And in 6 years, I get to stand here and speak in front of you, not hiding anything. I have absolutely nothing to hide because every time that I drove myself into a ditch, every time that I steered my ship into the rocks and went down with the ship and struggled to get back up, those are stories that I can use to help other people. Those are stories that I can connect with other people who have been where I've been, and I don't have to learn that from a book. I don't learn it from a college class. I learned it because I had to live it. And I get to stand here in this room full of people that have walked with me through this journey. I got here 3 years ago. I'd lost both my parents. I'd just gotten out of inpatient because I had once again walked into situations that I swore never again. And I realized I was the common denominator, and I needed to figure out what I was doing to keep bringing myself back. I was sober, but I still was not spiritually and emotionally sober. I was still living in a world that what was happening on the outside was affecting what was happening on my inside. And I now got the opportunity. Last week I stood in front of a smaller crowd, but in front of people saying things that will both make me look absolutely insane and very brave because It's what I had to do, and unity has made this possible. It's made everything possible, even on my messiest days. I walked in here just looking for somewhere to land, and you guys have helped me soar. Thank you so much, and I am honored and grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. All right. That shouldn't say please stand. Anyways, let's enjoy All Is Well, written and performed by
You can
Ryan
always
Biter.
stand if you feel like it here, but we're not asking you. Hey, Jim, can we get the lights before pre-meditation? So we'll just go. Yeah, the lights, yeah. Oh, he's closer. At the end of the song, we'll transition into our time of meditation. My heart is open and my mouth is closed. Pain and fear, no, I don't need those. Sunset, sunrise, seeing this world with my own two eyes, it's tough, but it is good. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul. With my soul. I'm gonna wake up early, gonna eat good food. I'm gonna spread this love, that's what I'll do for you and for me. I will love my neighbor, I will lend a hand, I will make this earth a sacred land for me and for you. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul. With my soul. You better change right now like you know you should. You better change right now. Be some earthly good. Take a chance and fall in love with everyone. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul. With my soul. All is well. All is well. All is well with my soul.
Good morning. Let's just take. No, we're good. We're good. Just leave them. We're good. And so, I'm happy to be with you this morning. I am Reverend Gina Pollard. I'm up here because of Selena. But let's take a few minutes and just go inward, if you would. Time to lock in, fall in, whatever metaphor you prefer, to just find some quiet in your spirit. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. If not, soft focus is fine. And what I'd like for you to do is to think about those areas within you that are feeling unsettled right now. Whatever it is that has you feeling unsettled or apprehensive, tell that part of you that all is well, and it is okay for you to be present in this room, in this space, right now. Whatever's outside the doors will wait for you, maybe be resolved. But just right now, find stillness in your soul and the reminder that all is indeed well. As Julian of Norwich said, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. And so it is.
Thanks. We have Ryan Howard, who's a newer, are you a member of our congregation, visitor? He comes regularly. Ryan Howard is going to play John Lennon's Imagine. This is his first time playing here in service, so we're super excited to have him. Just give him a round of applause to start it out. Yeah.
Every time I practice Imagine, my dog looks at me sideways and walks out of the room. Chuckle, it's not that bad, is it? Well, I'm hoping it's style preference. Maybe he just doesn't like John Lennon. But if it turns out he is still
Stand by.
So it's my pleasure to introduce to you Reverend Gina Pollard. She's a senior pastor at Cross of the Desert United Methodist Church in Phoenix. She's a certified grief counselor and certified trauma support specialist. And she's involved in a number of advocacy groups supporting anti-racism efforts, LGBTQ community support, as well as she lends support to immigrant groups. And she's one of my dearest friends. So I'm very happy that you are here today. Oh, you have your mic.
She got that look on her face like she was going to cry, and I'm like, don't you dare cry, because I'll cry, and then we'll both be crying. It is such an honor to be here with you today. I'm very excited to talk about unity and Ubuntu and speaking truth to power and all of those things that we need so much today. So I'm going to invite you, first of all, to just take a deep breath. Connect with the sacred energy that surrounds us in this place. In a world that often feels like a whirlwind of change, where unexpected challenges and uncertainties can leave us feeling lost, I don't know if any of you can relate to any of that at all, it is essential to look up and find our guiding light, our North Star, that thing that keeps us on the path to the next faithful step. This metaphor of the North Star serves as a real reminder that we can navigate through chaos with purpose and clarity. I always tell people to just take the next faithful step. Don't worry about 5 yards ahead. Don't worry about 5 years ahead. Just do the next faithful thing. So I did some research along with Selena's help about the 5 principles of unity, and so I want to talk about that along with how we can learn to survive life's storms and explore how all of this resonates with the concept of Ubuntu. So some of you have heard that phrase. Ubuntu emphasizes our interconnectedness. Basically, the idea of Ubuntu says, I am because we are. So when one of us is not doing well, or one of us is marginalized, then the rest of us are less, because we need the fullness of everybody together. And if you're going, yeah, I don't matter, I'm going to tell you that that is a lie, and that the truth is that every piece of us, every person of us matters. Ubuntu also highlights the importance of community in our personal and spiritual journeys. I had the opportunity to be in South Africa a couple of months ago for 2 weeks because of a master's program I'm in, and we spent a lot of time looking at apartheid. We spent a lot of time looking at poverty and racism. I fell in love with Bishop Desmond Tutu again. And one of the reasons why I fell in love with him again was the reminder that he had great joy in his life. When you see him smiling and dancing with the kids in the middle of all of the things that were going on in South Africa, he was able to do that while maintaining his North Star of the inclusion of all people. So we can have both. We can have both. And just because you're experiencing joy does not mean that you don't understand what else is going on. Joy, in fact, can help you find the stamina to go on. Do you know how it is when everything seems like it's going wrong and you get to laugh? Right? Do you know that feeling that when you finally get to laugh, you're like, oh, okay, life's okay. I can take the next faithful step. That is the balance that we have to have. So let's talk about the divine within. At the heart of unity is the belief that we are all unique expressions of the divine. Finding this out really was a confirmation for me, because I didn't know much about unity. I'm a recovering evangelical, so don't anybody stone me on the way out. But the idea that God is in us. We talk a lot about the Imago Dei, that we are made in the image of God, and what an important part that is. And so when we see each other, we need to be looking for that spark, because there's the connection. In times of turbulence, we have to remember, friends, we have to remember to turn our gaze inward, reconnecting with the inner light, because it is really, really easy to have that inner light sort of dimmed because everything else is going on around us. But we have to remember that the divine is not someplace out there. The divine is within us as well. And it can be really hard to admit that the divine is in those people that we find most hard to get along with. I don't know about you. Maybe you're more evolved than I am, but it's hard. So through the practice of meditation, prayer, and reflective exercises, we can rediscover the strength and wisdom that reside within. You see, even in our darkest moments, the divine essence is a reassuring presence, guiding us toward our true potential and illuminating our path. We have gotten so hung up on all the things that are wrong with us that we forget how much the divine is in us. I have a private practice doing grief and trauma recovery, and I've had clients who have come in and said, well, I've read this book, and I've read that book, and I've followed the 5 easy ways to be perfect by Friday, and I'm still not feeling well. Okay, y'all know there's a series of books about how to have the perfect husband by Friday. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a tall order. I don't care who you are. And I'm sure there are a lot of divorces that were, anyway. So what I told her was stop reading self-help books. Stop reading self-help books, because all they do is convince you that something is wrong with you, when in fact what you need to be doing is relaxing into and getting in touch with the fact that you are made by God. God calls you special, and God calls you good. So let's get away from all of there's something wrong with me and 5 easy steps is going to fix it. Because if that were the case, then all of us would be perfect already. The second principle, the power of thought. You see, our thoughts are remarkable forces that actively shape our realities. In an unpredictable universe, we have the incredible power to manage our mindset. I've been reminded lately. Okay. I'm doing a lot of editing here. I hope you understand it. That while I can't control what's going on outside of myself, I can control what goes inside of me. And I always talk about being so filled up with love and light that it splashes out on other people. Because you know what it's like to be around angry or, I'm going to use angry. That's probably the best word. Angry people where they sour your mood. What's it like if we are so filled up with love and light that we can be beacons of peace in the circles that we travel in? What would that be like? So I'm saying keep yourself filled up so that then what splashes on other people is good and it's wholesome and it's light and it's love. Picture yourself as a gardener, friends. The thoughts that you nurture can either blossom into vibrant flowers of positivity or languish as weeds of negativity. It's the ones that you feed, right? It's the ones that you feed. So by consciously choosing to foster thoughts that focus on love and gratitude and possibility, we can create a robust environment for personal growth. What we dwell on expands. I'm going to say that one more time. What we dwell on expands. When we embrace an attitude of abundance and positivity, the world around us reflects that energy, offering us opportunities and experiences that will align with our intentions. I often, at the end of services at my church, ask God to show up for us in big ways and little ways. And the reason why I ask for little ways is because it may be something like your favorite magazine that comes in. I remember there was a time when I was overworked, underappreciated, all of it. And I had decided to take some time off from work. Wait, what? I took time off from work because I needed a day, so there's a hint for you. And I got home that night and I checked my mailbox and it was my favorite magazine had come. And it was like, okay, for me, that was God seeing me and saying, I want you to take a day off. I want your favorite magazine to be there just so that you can know that I see you. That story still always, it gets to me. Because it's a seemingly little thing, but for me it was a manifestation of God saying, oh no, I see you. Don't think that I don't. I see you, and I know this will bring you joy. And so it's easy for me to have an attitude of gratitude for that. Let's talk about the law of attraction. This principle reinforces the idea that we attract experiences and energies that are in harmony with our own vibrations. As we align our thoughts and actions with positive intentions, we magnetize circumstances and people, like my friend Selena, that resonate with those. In the face of chaos, friends, let us commit, each one of us, to embodying love and unity in our interactions, creating a ripple effect that fosters connection and harmony within our communities. One of my favorite analogies is when you drop a pebble into still water and the ripples go out and out and out, even past what you can see, right? Because there are tiny little ripples that are still going on. It's so important. If you are making sure that you are healthy emotionally, physically, spiritually, then that goes on into your friend groups and into your families. It may not be immediate, but it still makes a difference. It also changes how you feel on the inside as well. Just as the North Star is constant in our night sky, our focus on love becomes a reliable guide. By consistently radiating uplifting energy, we not only transform our lives, but also the lives of those around us. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not talking about being a Pollyanna, okay? I would never ask you to go, oh no, everything's beautiful and there's no problems in the world. Because that's dangerous, first of all. It's also unrealistic. But what we can choose is that despite the fact that things look dire, despite the fact that I feel helpless, there are still things that I can do. And I can choose to be helpful to the people that are right around me. I can choose to do things that bring forth light and unity in this world. I can choose not to hold on to anger and bitterness because it doesn't serve me and it doesn't serve the people around us. So realistic says, yeah, there's a lot of crap going on in the world right now, but I am choosing to hold on to joy. I am choosing to hold on to those things that are going to make a difference in the world. Yes? Make sense? The power of prayer. The power of collective prayer is a profound tool for information and healing. Whenever we come together in prayer, there is this vibrant tapestry of energy that transcends individual experiences, magnifying our intentions. I like this idea of magnifying our intentions because each of us brings a different lens to what's going on in the world. And so we each see different kinds of solutions, or we have different visions of what's going to happen. And so it all comes together to create this whole, which is so good. Because the whole thing together, it's like a faceted diamond, right? You need all of those little pieces in order for people, for the world to radiate light. This collective act of faith unites us, reinforcing our shared journey and interconnectedness. So if we go back to the essence of Ubuntu, we understand that our individual well-being is intricately linked with that of others. When we lift each other in prayer, we create a powerful atmosphere of mutual support and connection. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Don't you love that? It's one of my favorite proverbs. If you want to go fast, you can jet. But if you want to go far, then you go together, because you need the collective to be able to support each other on a long journey. And folks, we're on a long journey. Let's be clear about that. There's a lot of wisdom in African proverbs. This collective act reinforces our belief that we are part of a greater whole, bound by shared intentions. Our united prayers serve as a beacon of hope, sending waves of love, light, and support into the world, transforming not just our own lives, but the lives of those around us. And finally, the unity of all life teaches that we are interconnected. This understanding is beautifully articulated by the concept of Ubuntu, which encourages us to view our humanity through the lens of community and compassion. I like to remind people that passion is to suffer. Come means to come alongside. So we are coming alongside each other in our suffering. So important. So important. In recognizing our unity, we cultivate an empathy that allows us to feel the joys and struggles of others as our own. This sense of interconnectedness inspires us to act not only in our own lives, but also in the world, encouraging us to support and uplift one another. And when we embrace our shared humanity, we promote healing, understanding, and togetherness. You see, this interconnectedness is not just a concept, but it is a reality that binds us all in the shared journey of life and love. So often when we meet new people, we are looking for places of connectedness. Oh, you went to school there? So did I. Oh, you like sunflowers? So do I. The bonds that we have sometimes with people come about in the strangest ways, don't they? This affinity for having the same things allows us to see the humanity in somebody else and to begin to feel connected to them. So here's my prayer, my sending, my charge for you today. As you leave here today, may you carry the light of your North Star with you. Let it guide your thoughts, your actions, your connections with others. Together, friends, and I mean together, united, we have the power to create a world that reflects our shared values of love, compassion, and unity. Thank you for being here this morning, for embodying love and light in this space. Together, let us step boldly, I'm going to remind you that word is boldly, into the world, into the week ahead, supported by our community and uplifted by our shared understanding that we all are one. Yes.
Draw the circle wide, draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. We'll do it again. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide. No one stands alone, we'll stand side by side. Draw the circle wide. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. One more time. Draw the circle wide.
Ryan Bider, everybody. Let's also do another round of applause for Ryan Howard. Thank you for today, sir.
Ryan
All right.
Squared.
All right, let's prepare for our celebration of abundance. And I'd like to welcome up today's board basket blesser, Marcia.
Okay. Am I supposed to read thank you for volunteering, or is that to me?
No, thank you for volunteering.
Oh, okay. Okay. Our board consciousness is abundance. Read with me. We are an abundant and thriving community. Yeah. Okay. Our second board consciousness is, let's read this together. We are attracting the new minister for Unity of Flagstaff, who leads and inspires us into the next phase of our spiritual growth and service.
We release
Our limitation and give from abundance. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, go forth.
You don't know the ways to give? I don't know how to give either. Let's go through it. All right. You can give cash or a check. You can also use Zelle. Now, this QR code works best when you have your banking app open, or you can do it after service by sending Zelle payments to unityoflagstaff1@gmail.com. All right. You can also send in snail mail, P.O. Box 1740, Flagstaff, Arizona, 86002. And also, we do appreciate when you give time, especially if it's a Rolex or an Apple Watch. I'll take it. All right, time for announcements. So, last call, Night of Mystery, this Friday, October 17th. All the essential characters have been filled. We still have room for side characters. And don't worry, side characters are not unalived during the mystery. So, you don't have to worry about that. Okay, Flagstaff Family Food Center coming up October 13th at 3 p.m. We need 4 people. Tomorrow we need 4 people to come and help out. Look at all these happy people. Isn't it fun? If you're in that picture, tell us, is it fun? Yes. Yay. All right. We have something new, Unity Coffee Hour. This Wednesday, October 15th at 9:30 a.m. It'll be a campus coffee bean right next door, and it'll be hosted by Kate Patrol. Raise your hand, Kate. Round of applause. All right, we have Journaling Magic coming up Tuesday, October 28th at 11 a.m. in the center. Is that right, Sue? All right, we'll see you there. Peter Mayer concert coming up Friday, November 7th, 7 p.m. Turn to you, Ryan.
Sponsored by Gary Robbins Family Law. So Pete is coming all the way from Minnesota to play a show in Chandler and here. So what you need to do is you need to message Sean at office. What's the email?
office@unityoflagstaff.org.
And RSVP. We're hoping to get a filled house. Peter Mayer is kind of a legend in Unity and Unitarian circles. A lot of his music is done. We've done a lot of his music here before. So come on out. It's the first time he's been out west in I think like 10, 15 years. So it's been a while. So come on out. Peter Mayer is the best.
Help us get the word out, too,
And
please.
RSVP.
All right, Unity Hiking Group. They still meeting this week, Selena?
They're meeting on Thursday morning this week, and it's a smaller.
Okay, Thursday morning, it's a smaller hike. What time? 8 o'clock a.m. Be there. Have fun.
Oh, I don't know, Bruce.
We don't know the location yet. Talk to Bruce.
You need to respond to the email that goes out in the newsletter, and then Bruce will add you to your email, to the email.
Check your newsletter and email Bruce. There's a link in there. All right. You own a local business? You can advertise in our weekly newsletter. Wink, wink, Ryan Biter. $75 for 6 months, $120 for 1 year. And check this out. Bam! I got one spot so far. There's lots of room for lots of more logos. Let's get the word out. All right, and then we'd appreciate if you could help us after service today, cleaning up and putting away the chairs. We're going to have abundance class afterwards today, so we just need 5 chairs on the floor and 1 table. Thank you. And giving statements, I'm still working on them. They'll be going out soon, I promise. All right, back to Marcia. Let's bring the baskets up, please.
Okay. Let's all bless these. Thank you for this bounty. Thank you for this community. Thank you for the good we do and will do. We are joy-filled, and so it is. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Please stand and join us in our closing song, Reprise, Lean on Me.
Let's just do the chorus. We'll do the chorus, and then we'll do the Call Me Brother part in chorus. If it's different there, this is my fault, not Sean's. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me again when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Please join us for the prayer of protection led by Gina.
Sort of, kind of. The light of God surrounds us. Claim the light. The love of God enfolds us. Claim the love. The power of God protects us. Claim the power. The presence of God watches over us. Claim the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Create an amazing week, everybody. Thank you.